What are the most annoying things on Reddit? A. BPA5C. People of Reddit. Insert pronoun of Reddit. What do you think about extremely popular opinion? We made the LTEC. The same questions always get above 10k upvotes. If you got insert amount of money, but you had to do something no one would want to do, would you? We made the LTEC. Unpopular opinions is the absolute worst for this. Everything on there is a very popular opinion. For me is who's cutting onions here? Could we have OC at least in the comments? Some mildly sentimental post. Reddit comments. Oh my god, I am literally crying right now. I am at work and I am bawling so hard I sharted myself. On mobile, when you try to tap on a post but you keep accidentally pressing share or award. Spending half an hour scrolling through posts and accidentally hitting the back button. The amount of ads that are disguised as native content. You can tell these because they are posted by someone with high karma score. For better visibility, and have skewed upvotes to comment ratios. Post age 2 hours. Upvotes 4k plus. Comments 6. What types of products, services are the most common disguised ads advertising? What can you say during that you can say during sex? Mumbo Jumbo Hermitcraft Marathon. Virtually all upvoted Ask Reddit threads are about sex. Every single one. Redditors constantly perpetuate the stereotype that we're all a bunch of neckbeard virgins by the shit they post and upvote. It's so dumb. Starbucks. When you seek the comments for some added insight on an article but have to scroll through. Coco Dio tile equals soeo tate. LOLMECO at 10 low. I wish there was a way to mark a comment as humor. Then I could skip over those when I'm looking for an actual answer and look at them when I want to laugh. For me it all depends on if they're actually funny. This is so true LMAO. When I started using Reddit, I used to think every single comment was hilarious. But now that I've been on here for like 40 days, I notice how people always try so hard to emulate the kind of comments that get gold and thousands of upvotes, but they just fall so flat lol. I'm not trying to be rude or condescending to those jokesters. I'm just also tired of seeing it on Meaningful Questions lol. The live streams that is always recommended but we know nobody watches. Wonder how there have been 0 nudes despite all the porn on this site. I actually watch a few quite often. A lot of them play saxophone. And as a learner myself I always look forward to seeing them. Got to admit though, that just chatting, or a random guy going, Wana Elon, CME at Oi Melt. I only watched one live stream because someone was playing saxophone. I never watched them until a couple of nights ago. And they're brilliant. I found someone streaming some old school hip-hop records and it made my evening. TBH, I always watch the one with animals. My first one was of someone who raised ducks. They were taking a bath at the moment. And yesterday there was someone with a cat. It didn't do anything. But well, we love original content. Oh, you made this yourself? Sorry, we don't allow self-promotion here. Psy friend made this and she's too shy to share it? No one can have a genuine discussion, it's always so hostile sad face. I had a couple of things I posted that I thought were just innocuous pieces of news I linked straight to article, didn't do any sort of soapboxing or saying my opinion. And somehow once a post reaches a certain amount of people seeing it, the comments devolve into a troll-infested race war incel anti-vaxxer battleground and I'm like, I just thought this coronavirus vaccine. Telgo, you add el clem alel. Ome rot com bait yan nll. Equals I. There's a couple kinds of arguments that seem to work very well on the internet. Or at least, very well, in the sense that they're easy to make. The gish gallop is very common. Just throw a bunch of stuff out there and let the other person work to figure out what makes sense and what doesn't. Also, things like pointing out logical fallacies and acting like finding any error within argument is the same as disproving an entire argument. The Reddit system of anonymous up-down votes, and the fact that early comments have a huge advantage in terms of how often they'll get seen just skews it more. We end up with a system where seeming right, confident, lots of links, playing to the crowd, etc., gets lots of positive reinforcement, while comments that take the time and effort to actually be right rarely get seen. They're there. They're just buried under a bunch of garbage. And that's both a lot of work and also isn't rewarded by Reddit's system of voting. So you end up with a lot of confident but vapid comments being upvoted by confident but vapid readers, while genuine good comments never get seen with their one-up vote. And whenever you try to start to have a discussion, there's always that YLAKSHUAILE dickhead who completely misinterprets your comment no matter what obvious it was, or just wants to chime in with some pedantic bullshit. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. The people. Hive mind. The echo chamber. A lot of subs become our politics s. 5 stares from the corner of the room. Reddit creates echo chambers by design. People upvote the stuff they agree with. So over time all contradicting opinions in a subreddit get downvoted. The disagreeing users then leave, and as fewer and fewer of them are left, the remaining comments will get downvoted even more. Finally, you have a proper echo chamber where almost everyone follows the same views in. Anyone writing anything contradictory gets downvotes heavily. Regurgitated content instead of originality. Or complaints about reposts considered content? 'Cause those are regurgitated all the time.